Nnamdi Kanu told me a lot of secrets, and I will die standing by him, says Simon Ekpa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time factors all over the world. If you are hearing from us for the very first time, this is Marvin Freedom TV. We are here giving you the news according to the way it is, live and direct. We go straight to the news and we get you the news the way it is. That is why we are different from others. If this is the first time you are coming across our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and to press your notification bell so you can be getting our message each time we post our video. Simon Ekpa said Nnamdi Kanu gave me the mantle and told me a big secret. I will die where Nnamdi Kanu dies. I am going to fight for Biafra to the end. I will always do what Nnamdi Kanu has wanted me to do. I am not working for anybody. I am working for my boss, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, and exactly what he's telling me to do, that is what I am doing. Simon Ekpa said a lot of things. He revealed a lot of secrets in this video. I wouldn't like to take your time or to be talking much. I will want you to hear from him direct because he said a lot of things. He said he is a real disciple to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is going to die where Nnamdi Kanu died, and he will make sure he will fight till Biafra is restored. He is so confident that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and that Biafra will come. I want you all to sit tight and listen to him as he says a lot of things. Please, once again, if this is the first time you are coming across our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press your notification bell so that you can get our message each time we give it to you. Now, sit tight and listen to Simon Ekpa.
Allow Satan to enter you. If you have any other person that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told such thing, please come forward. I want you to come forward. Do you have any other person? I am the only living Biafra publicly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked in the public, in the presence of the entire world watching the program, do not allow Satan enter you. Only him and his God knows why he said such to me. So, if you do not at least value me, you value the fact that at least Mazi Nnamdi Kanu somehow have some value. And he sees things you don't see. While some illiterate and some Zamas use such to do program, only God knows why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said such. So, there is something different with the way he addresses all this media rat. I am not hiding my mouth. It is not about bragging. It is not bragging. It is not pride. It is not nothing. But this is a fact. I told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are ready to do anything for Biafra, publicly, I believe I have been the only one also who have also made a pronouncement in public. I told him, if you are ready to fight for Biafra, if you are ready to do anything, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to get Biafra, I, Simon Ekpa, will be the first person to follow you, no matter what. And that was also in the public. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I don't condemn people based on what people say to me. I told mazi Nnamdi Kanu also that if you are looking for 100 men to get Biafra, you have 50 of the men in me. Look for another 49 or look for another 50. I am alone, Simon Ekpa, is 50 men. I said it that time. They didn't know me. Today, I can tell you that in the absent, because I wanted to be 50 men when mazi Nnamdi Kanu is around. And today, I don't need to ask you, have I, with other autopilot and Omoada, performed more than 50 men? I don't need to ask you that because I don't need your validation. What I need you is to follow the truth. Any day I deviate, deal with me. Have I deviated? Biafra people, I want to take your memory back. When mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and the news came that I should broadcast on Radio Biafra, I came to this platform and I say, God should give me the wisdom of 1,000 men to face what is ahead of me. That time, none of you see or saw what is happening today and what has happened. When I was making this prayer here, will any of what has happened today that it will ever happen? The reason why I am making these references today is for everyone watching me now and those who will watch me later to understand that anything I say, it is not by power of by myself, but the power of God in me. I don't say things when I have not confirmed it. The time I was here praying and crying, I cried on this platform 2 times, if not more than 3 times. They mocked me. They say, oh, look at the person who want to lead Biafra. Have I ever said I want to lead Biafra? They say, oh, look at the person. Only God know where they get that kind of mindset of Simon Ekpa coming to lead Biafra, because I never discussed such with anybody. Only God and them know where they got such thing, in their mind. I don't know. They say Simon Ekpa say, hand me over Radio Biafra. I never say such thing. It was the first time I responded to them. Only God will know where they get such thing from. But I came here. I cried. They say I want to hijack Biafra. Only God know where they get such thing from, because it is beyond human comprehension. There's somebody who is nobody, who is Mapoda, will come to hijack Biafra, a whole Biafra of 80 million people, brainy people. That somebody who is nobody will come to hijack that kind of people. I don't understand. So I cried on this program. I said, God, give me 1,000 men wisdom. And you know what? God answered that prayer in abundance. So every problem that have come, God already positioned and put something how to handle it. In fact, I don't think that I have used up to 100 or 50 of those wisdoms, because the problem that is coming is very, all of them look very small. So as it stands now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. I have not even used 50 of the wisdom of 1,000 wisdom God gave me. Because, I am telling you, I have not used it. In fact, some of the problems solve itself without me even addressing it. So today, I have come to correct some certain things. Because Biafra government in exile, as we continue to build bridges and form alliances and put things in the right perspective for Biafra to come next year, we announced the activation of Biafra government in exile. Boom! One betrayer in America called Felix Onyise. A man called Felix Onyise. Felix Onyise was sacked by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Completely sacked. The reason he was sacked was because he started mingling with the security men on ground, sabotaging them against the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He mingled with ESN and all manner of disobedience, insubordination, and all that. Felix Onyise, with his evil agenda, was expelled by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra. The reason why I'm making this particular explanation is so that when I finally arrive at the pronouncement I'm about to do this evening, you will know why we arrived at such pronouncement and the consequences that follows for those who want to join the sabotage of this movement. Felix Onyise was sacked and expelled from IPOB by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And because of the experience I have had in this Biafra struggle, I decided to open my heart to welcome everybody, to talk to everybody. Because with the experience I have had, some people may be fighting for Biafra genuinely and they were blackmailed, just like they tried to blackmail me. So it happens that I was in a meeting where Felix Onyise was in that meeting. And those who parade themselves today in America was also in that meeting. And if I'm not mistaken, Madam Bridget and group was also in that meeting. Felix Onyise was there. Probably, Madam Bridget Okafor and her group was trying to find out the same information whether Felix Onyise was real or not, like me. I was invited. He was there. I didn't know who he was. Okay. So anyway, it happens that I don't even remember whether Madam Bridget was in that meeting as well. It happens that I went into alliance on behalf of Autopilot IPOB with some group. And this group happened to be communicating with this same Felix Onyise. That was the first time I encountered him. For the very first time, as in to know who he was. But I am a person that once I capture you, once my eye capture you, I know you and I recognize you anywhere, even in the dark. So, immediately, Felix Onyise entered the meeting uninvited. I didn't invite him. We didn't invite him. I was not informed that Felix Onyise was coming to the meeting. I asked, "Are you Felix Onyise?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Wow. Are you the one that mazi Nnamdi Kanu expelled from IPOB?" He said, "Well, yeah, well, there are many Onyise, so I don't know which one." I said, "Answer me. Are you the one mazi Nnamdi Kanu expelled from IPOB?" I do not know the sins and what he has done, of course, in detail, but I just asked him. He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, you don't need to explain to me. I know that a lot of people have been sabotaged in this movement." And they asked me, the people that I was going into alliance with, they asked me, "Do you have any problem with Felix Onyise?" I said, "I don't know who he is. I have never had any dealings with him. I don't know who he is. I have never spoken with him. So how should I know whether he's a good man or a bad man? But since he is here, it will be a disrespectful thing for me to ask him to leave. I will not ask him to leave because if you people can deal with him, I will not have problem with that. So let him stay." That was it, because I have nothing against anybody other than to get Biafra. And so he stayed in that meeting. After that, we connected. And there the problem started. They again invited us to another meeting. And we went to that meeting. It ended, in shame. Felix Onyise character started coming out. And to my greatest surprise, Felix Onyise invited these two women who has been constituting nuisance on social media. And they came to the meeting. When I entered the meeting, I was very shocked. I asked, "Why are these two women in this meeting?" He said, "Oh, this, that, and all that story, this, that." I said, "Well, please, I will not be part of such meeting, and so I have to leave." I left the meeting. And they called me back again. "Oh, come back, the women, they have left." I said, "Okay." I went back to the meeting. The man said, "Oh, the chairperson of Umada must leave the meeting." I said, No. She can leave the meeting. That, she can't. Madam Azoka can't leave the meeting. Madam Azoka had the opportunity to ask you to leave, to excuse us in the first meeting that led to this particular meeting now, and she didn't do that. I asked her, "Madam Azoka, do you have anything against Onyise?" Madam Azoka says she don't even know who he is. So why would she have something against him? So I said, well, if you want Madam Azuka to leave, I'm sorry, I will not be part of this meeting. Because already I have seen evil, in the entire room, evil smelling everywhere. I left the meeting. Madam Azuka left the meeting. That was the end till today. Now, what did Onyise do? Onyise since that time has tried everything to touch the alliance we went into. They didn't respond to him. He tried to destroy the alliance. He contacted them to leave Simon Ekpa, to leave IPOB autopilot, that they are this, they are that. Those group didn't listen to him. What an evil man. Now they talked about, we talked about the Biafra government in exile, the activation of the Biafra government in exile, which already is in existence. Immediately we activated it. This same Felix Onyise went behind doors, tried to, of course, he don't have anything to offer, but it's just that, when they create all this jingle, they create video. Video is, once something enters social media, it will begin to, fly. Even if the person that is behind it is onye darogbi, the thing will begin to fly because you don't know who is behind it. But I told them, I will be your end in Biafra liberation. Mụnwa ga-kuchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu, kuchie ebe unu si anyụ nsị. Ọ bụrụ na ebe unu si anyụ nsị ka unu si emebi Biafra, aga m akụchi ya, kuchie ya gwogwo. Ọ bụrụ na ọnụ unu ji eri nri ka unu ji eme ihe, aga m akụchi ọnụ unu, kuchie ya kpim until Biafra come, mkpọpe ya again. So I will be your last bus stop, including from this Felix Onyise to all of them. From today, after this explanation and the announcement we are going to do, anybody that will have anything to do with these men of betrayal in America, you will be marked as one of the enemy of Biafra. Because we don't talk stories. What we do is, when we want to decimate you, we'll give you fact and figures. The way I am explaining it now, every person that has been part of the meeting we have had will come and say it exactly the way I'm saying it. And then I'm going to arrive at the final conclusion. What Felix Onyise said is that Simon Ekpa went and hijacked the Biafra government in exile. They decided to connive with some nincompoop, inconsequential people to begin to do some shenanigans in America, that they want to set up Biafra government in exile. We have Biafra government in exile, and they are able men. We have prime minister. I don't want to say this before. It has been in existence. It has been there, well structured. We only activated it. And very soon, they will come to address Biafra. I've been saying this very soon, very soon. You are going to see. And this evening, I am going to make it public that Biafra government in exile is officially giving statement and letters to every asylum seeker around the world who desire to have a letter of introduction to the authorities in the home country where they are seeking for international protection. The email will be made available. I want to announce it this evening that the Biafra government in exile is not collecting one dime from any Biafra asylum seeker anywhere in the world. Unlike the criminals, where they will subject you to pay dues, that, and then the coordinator will use it to do container business, like they did in Finland. Biafra government in exile is seeing it as a responsibility to serve every Biafran anywhere you are in the world. The latter may be a little bit delayed because of the capacity of men, but later is being given to many Biafrans free of charge. You don't need to pay money